Hey Ellis, how you doing? I loved what you wrote here. This to me, right, just this whole thing, these two paragraphs right here, especially your first paragraph, just really screams to me that you get it. And that's so awesome because can we look at the work from last week and can we say you get it? And I think both of us will agree that the answer to that is probably no. Not yet at that point. And I think that this is exemplary of that. The visual, letting your visual skills completely take over the project. So for a second there, you kind of discarded all your research and meaning and the study of your symbols and the meaning behind them and the syntax, um, but behind your signs and symbols, and kind of put that aside for a minute in lieu of a purely visual solution. So my comments, of course, alluded to that. So for you to say that you agree, well, that you agree, and that I agree they have potential. Absolutely, they're a blast. There's no question they're a blast. But this part where you say we're just not working together in a more cohesive system. So that's good. For a lack of a better word, it's a really super mature way of looking at a critique. Um, and that's important. And I think that as a result of that healthy acceptance of critique and that willingness to look at your work the way that somebody else may see it, led you from here to here. And I think it's just clearly just light years, just so much better than it was. Um, I mean, everything here is just seems so forced. I mean, it really did. And the ring stuck up in there, I'm just forced in there. And this shape right here to hold the rings, I think, again, was a forced decision. Tucking the 2022 up under there, again, a forced decision. This just breathes so much better. The typeface is really great. I love it. I love it. And I like to see, I really want to see your reasoning and your choice and your reasoning behind your choices of the typeface there. Now, did you draw that typeface? If this is hand rendered, then I'm just blown away. Let me see something here. This is really strange, and maybe you can help me out here. But if you look at the presentation, whoops, you can see. Shoot. Okay, you can see the type looks hand rendered. See how the edges are not real crisp, but the same can be said about the rings and the logo too. So I'm wondering what's happening here. Why aren't the rings crisp like they should be? And I just noticed that, and I'm glad I did. So, okay. So anyway, the work is just phenomenal. I love it. I think it really has just come so far. One suggestion is I think the rings are a little bit too large. I think the relationship between the mark and the type is pretty good. I think actually the type could probably be a little larger. The rings could be a little bit smaller. Now, this was an incredibly smart solution right here because my question was this. From here, I was like, okay, how, since the sketch just kind of ended, which we can do with pencil, we can do that all day long. It's really tough to do digital though. So that's always going to be an issue, that kind of transition from a sketch to a logo. So, and that's why I thought that area was forced. But I thought the obvious next question was going to be, okay, how do we accommodate that area? And this was a wonderful solution. So great job. Love it. Love it. And this is, I'm going to go ahead and say it. And this is probably the best set of pictograms I've seen in several classes. These are phenomenal. And they are just so original and just fabulous, fabulous work here, Dallas. And they're just so indicative of what they're supposed to be. So I you know what? I'm not real sure which I like better, these ones or these ones. I mean, I really, really love these. I almost got to go with these ones. I mean, these ones are sleek and gorgeous and everything, but from the family of man, oof, what do you think, Dallas? I'd like to see a whole family of these. They're so unique. And these are you know, they're more expected. I think great job adding that opening closing ceremony. Do not get me wrong; these are phenomenal. These are fabulous, especially when you have the color. The movement is amazing, and they'll work. Don't get me wrong; they'll work. But these are incredible. These are art. These are pictograms. Hope that makes sense. Anyways, if not, let me know and I'll explain. Anyways, great job. Love the presentation. Love the direction you're going. Can't wait to see more. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.